Hello, I'm Elizabeth with Fluent in 3 months, and today I'm going to talk to you about Preply, which is an online website platform that connects language learners with language tutors. So here's my review. So what we're going to do in this review is we're going to talk about what Preply is, how to use it, what I think of it, what I like, what I don't like, and then as a little bonus, how I have lessons in a target language when I don't speak the target language. Pretty cool bonus. Okay, here we go. For Preply, all you need is your computer, Wi-Fi connection, and a sense of adventure. The lessons occur online, so everybody knows about Zoom now. What you do is you go to Preply and you use their virtual classroom, which is actually better than Zoom because you don't have to download an app, you don't have to, do all the mashigana with Skype, which can be a little tricky at times. They actually do it for you. All you need to do is go to the website, sign up for a class, and begin. Actually, this is how most polyglots learn a language. They learn it through virtual one-on-one lessons, which are relatively inexpensive, can get you specific information to get you started speaking the language in a way that's useful to you. So Benny Lewis, the founder of Fluent in 3 months, Shannon Kennedy, also a polyglot here at Fluent in 3 months, Moses McCormick, Kirsten Cable, and quite a few others that I've followed use one-on-one lessons virtually to learn a language. And no surprise, it's how I learn a language. Now, I speak my languages out in the real world, but when I'm learning them, I'm using what Benny and I have coined recently as a putter-upper, a language putter-upper, which is a tutor. And that language putter-upper is just going to allow you to have patience and kindness while you fumble through the pauses and the creating of muscle memory that you need to do for learning a language. So as I'd mentioned, all you need is your computer and some free time, which everybody's got an hour here or there that they can pop into. So I have done very expensive small group classes that promise to get me fluent. I have done one-on-one in-person classes. The problem with those is that they're really hard to sustain. You have to show up at the time that they say to show up. You have to commute there. It can get a little tricky. With a virtual classroom, you can basically do it at any time. If you're a night owl, you can do it at midnight. If you're a morning glory, like me, you can do it early in the morning before your day begins. So let's talk about something important. Price. The lessons range from $4 to $40. As you can see in the image that I'm sharing, Colette was my American Sign Language tutor, and she's pretty pricey. She's $35. She is worth every single penny. She was amazing, and if I was continuing to learn American Sign Language and not just dabbling, I would continue to work with her. I found Spanish tutors for as low as $4, and they seemed wonderful as well. So you definitely have some flexibility there in terms of how you're going to spend your money. So how does it work? Well, there are 4 things that you need to do. Select your language on their website, select a tutor, which is pretty cool because the tutors come with a calendar of when they're available. You can also put in like, I'm available on Tuesdays at noon, and they will only show you tutors that are available on Tuesdays at noon. It also will give you a video of the tutor so you can kind of get a feel for their personality, and then there'll be a description. I recommend trying to try a lesson with all the tutors that you find are interesting to you. After you've chosen your tutor, you then schedule the lesson, which is really easy, very user-friendly website, and you show up to the Preply website. There will be a virtual classroom and the lesson will occur in there. There's a chat box, so the tutor will write notes for you, maybe give you homework or talk about some of the repeat errors that you might want to focus on. They'll do that in the chat, or sometimes they will actually dialogue a lot of what you were saying so that you can go back and review those notes later. A lot of the challengers, the language learners in the Fluent in the 3 month challenge are always asking me, how do I find a placement test? Well, Preply has one for you, so you can take it. It's really cool. It shows you your grammar. It does a few grammar questions. It does some hearing comprehension questions, which is really important. And it actually has some questions that you answer orally so the teacher can know your level before you get to the lesson. And it'll also give you a grade at the end, which is kind of nice. Okay, here's the bonus section. Bonus. This is how I usually organize my lessons. I will send a message to the tutor and tell them that I only want to speak in the target language, and then I will send them an article about how I do that. So something from Fluent in 3 months, like maybe Benny learning Polish in a day and taking a lesson, or maybe my Spanish mission, but you can share our articles if you want. The next thing I do is I write out important phrases, maybe 10. Benny likes to call it the elevator speech. Like if you're in an elevator with somebody and they ask, what do you do? Where do you live? Why are you learning this language? These are the questions that you would have. I do not spend a long time scripting my lessons. That would just take up too much time in my day. I'm not big on prepping. So I'll just, I'm a writer, I live near Los Angeles, my name is, those kind of things. Why am I learning the language? And I'll have them ready for the lesson. Remember, the phrases that you're going to learn are me specific. It's all about me, right? So you're not going to say that you're a writer if you're not a writer. You're not going to say that you live near Los Angeles. You're going to say where you live, but do it about things that are important to you. Some of the common conversation questions you will get, so you should have answers for these, are how long have you been studying the language? Where do you live? And why are you learning the language? Benny likes to use Google Translate or some sort of translation app, and he has it open in a window while he's having the conversation. I find that a bit distracting, so I just remember how to say, how do you say XYZ in the language? But I'm saying it in the target language. How do you say this in the target language? How do you say that in the target language? And then I will ask them to write it. And if they write it, a lot of times I will be able to kind of figure out what the word is. I like teachers that mirror conversations with layers and teachers that use images. So layering would be like, my name is Elizabeth. What is your name? And then we build from there. Step by step by step, we build a conversation, and I'm learning these new words while we're doing it. The second one is images, which Benny and I just talked about, and he said that he prefers to use this for intermediate, but I like it for beginner because it kind of takes the pressure off seeing the tutor waiting for me to ask a question or answer a question. And that is, they put up an image and then they will ask me about the image, like it's a restaurant. Is this restaurant big? Is this restaurant small? That kind of thing. I like to swap between the two types of technique. Okay, the bonus section is over. I'm now going to rate Preply for you. Are you ready? I give Preply a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I'm going to tell you why now. I've got some likes and dislikes. I'm going to give you the biggies, but there's an article where I wrote down detailed information about why I like and don't like certain things about Preply. And that article is in the description box, so you can click on it. You can read more if you'd like. Here we go. 3 things here. The website is very user-friendly. It's not difficult. It's easy to navigate. I like that about it. The calendar is specific to your time zone. So there might be someone in Egypt that is going to be teaching in the middle of the night, and maybe that's afternoon for you. So all you're looking at the calendar is what times are available for you. You do those times, and then you will find teachers that are convenient to your schedule. And lastly, tutors are top notch. I've had a few tutors with Preply and I liked all of them. I thought all of them were organized. I have used other platforms before and I've really had to it was hit or miss. In this case, I found tutors that I just thought were quite good. Dislikes, well, we gotta talk about it, don't we? Okay, so the first thing that I don't like is that Preply insists that you have a 6 package deal, a 12 package deal, or a 20 package deal after you've had your first lesson with a teacher. I don't like that because I like to have maybe 3 times a single lesson so that I can see if I like the tutor or not. Now, Preply has not gotten back to me. I have emailed them and I asked them because they said if you email them, you can get a customized package. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean I could do singles for 3 times to see if I like the tutor? I'm waiting to hear back, and if I get that answer soon, I'll put it in the description box. The second thing that I really don't like is Preply does not pay its tutors for that first lesson. So they get paid for the first lesson, but the tutors do not. It's kind of like a freebie. It's almost like a commercial for them, and I would like to see them sharing some of that wealth with the tutors on that first lesson. So don't like it. Again, if you want to know all the things that I love and I hate about Preply, you can go to the article that is linked in the description box below. If you have a product that you would like us to review, please leave a comment because we're always looking for new ideas. What's buzzing right now? What are you curious about? We'll help you figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please click subscribe to see more language learning content. Smash that like button so that the YouTube fairies know that more people should watch our videos. I hope you have a great day. Happy language learning.